Mr. Greene, a statement that I've heard quite often among young people. Our parents are roadblocks to our selection of subjects. Is that the case with you guys? Your parents are attempting to select your subjects?
Yes.
Don't you think that's nice? No. That your So you have a problem with your parents assisting you in selecting your subjects?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Greene, I thought they would have been happy. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it has to be done through partnership.
With the child?
Yes, because they're going to be doing the subject. But for me personally, I've never chosen any.
But why are you doing social studies when you can do geography?
Well, listen, everybody needs to be guided, so I wouldn't tell. That's why I say it ought to be a partnership. What the problem I think you have when parents are attempting to live their dreams through their children, with some so if I wanted to be a doctor and it didn't happen, my child is going to be a doctor whether they have that aptitude or desire, and so they pong the doctor into them. So you're getting 40% for physics and bio, and the parents still thinks you're going to be a doctor, so you go to physics and bio, and everybody else said to you, well, 30% in biology won't cut it being a doctor.
For real.
But they say you're going to be a doctor, so you go along the way. But they're getting 98 in accounts and don't see a business entity to it. So when it goes to that extreme, then there's a problem. But it has to be partnership and there has to be guidance in the selection of stuff. I've met some parents who are stubborn. And even when you guide them to what should happen, you see the student aptitude, they go down. When it gets to that extreme, then it's problematic. But when we're young, sometimes our brain go all over the place. But we need guidance, but it has to be in consultation with the child.
How do you guide a parent or a student when the student is wearing a pair of sneakers, the average cost $500, but the student doesn't have a geometry set?
Well, those kinds of cases, you pray for them. because there isn't much reason. We make those kinds of decisions all the time because our priorities are all messed up. And it's not just the sneakers. Our school has a lab fee of what, $50? That's for a year.
$50 for a year?
Yeah, for a year. That covers incidental expenses that help the student. And parents give problems to pay. They call my name on the radio and they quarrel with me on the radio. If I mark the voice, I'll deal with them when they come to school.
Really?
Yeah, but it's not, you see people make these decisions. They buy a $600 shoe, but you know the school says that a black shoe, but you buy some exotic color and you know I'm going to kick you out. You come with a weave that you say was, you come from New York and says the weave was, it had to be, what she told me, it had to be, she used the word grafted in. And for her to get it out, she had to go back to New York to graft it out. So I say, well, sweetheart, catch the next plane. And because I have expertise, I could sniff a weave from 10,000 miles. I could do that. So they made these kinds of, so a child that has the motion.
So you can do braids?
Braids is easy.
But you don't do weave and wigs?
No, we don't do anything. Let me tell you, my motto is this, right? If it is bought, if it is borrowed, if it is stolen, don't bring it. It has to be natural. I think young students should be innocent, and their beauty is in their personality, because we don't want them all made up to look like adults before their time. And I said to my kids, listen, if you think you look hot now, just take care of yourself right now, and give yourself a couple more years. You're going to look even hotter. And that's what I said to them. I give them the experience. This child, I said that to her years ago, and I was walking past Virgin Atlantic the other day, and she ran from one of the cubicles where she was working. She had already gone to college and so on now. And she ran, I was looking at this young man coming to hug me. I was kind of scared because she looked really good. And
oh dear.
Yeah, she hugged me, she smelled real good. She was all well put together.
Yes.
And she said to me, well, I knew she said,
yes.
Sir, you remember you told me if I took care of myself, I'd look good? And I said, yes, I told you that. She said, how do I look? I said, you're looking real hot. So if you take care of yourself, you'll go up to them. Right?
Very good.
So she had done all the right things.
Very good.
She had educated herself. She had taken care of herself.
Yes.
She had made the right decisions. And now she can make adult decisions along the choice lines that she wants to make. Parents have to set the right priority. I hear some kids tell me today they have it hard. They don't know what have it hard is.
But let me talk about parents a little bit. You don't find it important to visit the school and have a discussion with the teachers when, let's say, a child's geometry set is stolen. But if it's a mobile phone or any electronic gadget,
that's why
parents are
That's why I used to tell you when you work for Lime, that Lime, Digicel, INET, all of them should sponsor school activities because they cause me more stress than anybody else in the world. Yeah, what happens is this. You tell me if they steal the geometry set. They never have the geometry set. Yeah, they never have the geometry set, but I don't know phones.
But they have the most expensive phones.
They would have to explain it. I'm not a phone man. If it rings and I can answer, I'm good to go. But they know the phones. They go from iPhones and whatever. But if I want to see a parent that's not coming to see me, if I send letters, I just take away a phone. They reach in half an hour. Yeah, because that's what's important to them.
Yeah.
That has become their gods.
Oh,
and so, yes, that's what has happened. I remember one child saying to me, she was using the phone illegally. I said to her, sweetheart, she was giving trouble to give it up. And I said to her, it's either the phone or your education. She said, that's a hard choice. And guess which choice she took? She took the phone.
My Lord.
She took the phone and left school. I saw her the other day, and I see the consequences of that action. She didn't look too hard. So you understand, these are the realities.
But she had parents.
Well, the parent came and said, just like I'm talking to you, the parent came and said, Mr. Greene say, either the phone or your education, what are you going to do? Now, my mother's a crazy woman. From the fact that the school called her, I'd be getting licks from my house up to the school. So even when the school called her to commend me, and I got licks up, when I got there, and the teacher said, when I called till he's doing well, she said, oh.
She didn't apologize?
What name apology? You're her child, and I love the woman. She was crazy. Because that's why I turned out the way I turned out, the way I understood I had to work hard for the things that she told me the price of everything she bought. Yeah. And they were willing to go without so that you could achieve. They are willing to sacrifice. And you have to understand what that meant. Today, our children are spoiled. Yeah. Well, I'm making a general statement because a lot of them understand what's at stake. And it's because some of the parents don't act in the way that they're supposed to. And it's not just the low-level ones. Those parents who have gone to university sometimes are the worst bother because they're too bright for their own good. They understand rights, and I'm drastic. I have to have PTAs and so on, but I do so sparingly. But what I'm saying to you, there are some good parents, outstanding parents, and the ones who support their children with the right thing always find success.